The message came at 9:14 p.m. A single text from my boss. "You're fired." No explanation, no meeting, just dismissal, clean and precise. I stared at the screen, thumb frozen, breath shallow. Then another notification appeared, different thread, a photo, my wife's car in his driveway, headlights cutting through the dark like a warning. The pieces fit before I let myself arrange them. The sudden overtime, her excuses about helping a friend, his smug glances across meetings. For a moment I couldn't move, couldn't think. Only silence pressing into my skull, heavy, suffocating. Then I opened my laptop, drafted one email, addressed to someone who owed me a favor. I hit send. 2 hours later, my phone lit up. His name, his voice broken, sobbing through the speaker. "Please, please, we can fix this. Just talk to me." I didn't answer. I let him beg. And the silence told him everything. Betrayal has a sound. It's not the slam of a door or the shatter of glass. It's softer. A sigh at midnight when she thinks you're asleep. The whisper of a name that isn't yours. The quiet shift of loyalty you can feel in her pulse when her body lies beside you, but her heart does not. I had ignored the signs, called it paranoia, convinced myself love required trust, even when trust felt like drowning. But the photo killed denial. The text carved it into stone. My wife in his house. My boss ending my career with the same hand that touched her. I wanted to scream, to confront, to demand why. But anger is fire, and fire consumes the one holding it first. I chose cold instead. Cold cuts deeper. Cold lasts longer. I started with her phone, not directly, too obvious. Instead, the cloud account she never knew synced to my device years ago. Every message, every image, every calendar entry still fed into it. Within hours, the truth unraveled itself. His voice messages saved under her favorites. Late-night rendezvous mapped by timestamps. A trail so careless it mocked me. At work, I combed through his emails. Access was simple, he'd never learned caution. The arrogance of power blinds men like him. Dinner reservations charged to the company card. Receipts for gifts. A hotel room, weekly, always booked under an alias too flimsy to hold weight. I gathered everything, compiled it like evidence for a trial. My trial. Their sentence. Through it all, I said nothing. To her, I smiled. To him, I nodded, even as he stripped me of my position. The silence sharpened me, turned me into something precise. They mistook my calm for defeat. They always do. The file I built was heavy with their sins. Photos, receipts, recordings. Enough to break reputations, marriages, careers. Enough to end them without lifting a hand. I slid it across a private server to one address, a journalist I trusted, a man who thrived on scandal and owed me a debt. An hour later he called me back. His laugh was low, hungry. This is dynamite. I hung up without replying. By morning, headlines screamed their truth. CEO's affair with employee's wife exposed. Fraudulent expenses linked to extramarital relationship. My wife's face plastered across tabloids. His career gutted in the court of public shame. And me? Silent, unreachable, a ghost moving beneath their collapse. That evening he called me back, voice fractured. "Please, I'll fix everything. Just please." I let him choke on his own desperation before I ended the call. She came home trembling, eyes red, hands shaking. "They twisted it. Please, you have to believe me. It wasn't what it looks like." I slid the file onto the table. Her hands hovered, afraid to touch. Every detail of her betrayal stared back at her. Her lips parted, searching for words, But lies drown when faced with truth carved into paper. I, I can explain. I raised a hand. Calm, precise. No, you can't. The silence after was longer than any scream. I stood, picked up my coat, my bag already packed. She reached for me, but I stepped back. Not fast, not violent, just final. Now I sit in a room she doesn't know exists. Walls bare, air clean. The world outside still spins with their scandal, their downfall. Phones buzz with their pleas, but I don't respond. They think they destroyed me, fired me, replaced me. The truth is simpler. They freed me. And in that freedom, I became untouchable. I was never the victim. I was the executioner they invited into their own home.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.